I'm trying not to make posts like this, but we're going to talk about a little bit about being really, truly being an empath right now. And I'm a little upset. I'm about in tears because I just went to the gas station and there's a man who works there and he's genuinely kind. Not everyone is genuinely kind when you go into the store, right? I mean, we all have our shit we carry with us to work or whatever, you know? But he's always one that's just always genuinely friendly. And tonight I could tell he was upset. And I said, "How's your New Year's going?" And he says, "Well, I don't want, not good, and I don't want to talk about it, to be honest." Me being me, let me give him a second because no one else was in line. Everyone was gone. And so I'm just really emotional. Like, I really took that in. And he says, "I don't want to start talking about it because I'll go off on a rant." And so I wait patiently, and I don't know what, I bullshit for a sec because I'm waiting for it to flow out. And then I get him to talk about, and he didn't go off. He needed to vent. He needed an outlet for a sec. He needed to be heard. And so I completely understand why he's frustrated. Corporate greed, you know. I'm not going to all shit, love, and light to you guys. America needs people. When I say I'm an armed light worker, I'm not kidding. If we don't stand up and actually do something to change this country, we ain't raising the vibe on nothing. Straight up, we're not. We need foot soldiers. Not just, I'll get into that in a second. Let me get back to him for a minute. Supposed to have a night off. Had requested the night off months ago. And then all of a sudden gets called in and denied his night off because someone else called out. Not fair. I'd be upset too. I would be upset too. Well, maybe Mr. Corporation guy should have came into work then. Because at the end of the day, he's the one making the most money. Okay? So I let him vent to me for a sec. He needed to be heard. I assured him that I understand how that felt, and it was probably really overwhelming, and I hope he changes his mind because, we get mad and we do things drastically, but he was like, "I'm done. I've been here for 8 years and I don't even have anything lined up. I'm done." And so, I stood there for a minute trying to just be with him for a minute and told him that I appreciated him as always. And I always say thank you, appreciate you when I leave a grocery store, anywhere, any cashier, anything. Thank you. I appreciate you. If I grab a slice of pizza out of the case, I shout back to the employees, especially if they got that breakfast pizza in the afternoon. Oh, yeah. When you get a Casey's slice of breakfast pizza at like 5 o'clock at night, I'm like, "Oh, day made. Hey, thanks, guys. Thank you for my dinner. Thank you for providing me my dinner." And it's nice to see because you look in the back and they're down and they're hustling orders and no one gives a shit. Everyone's just bitching at them because their order's not out fast enough. So, on to round 2 of this segment. I am not going to spew out to you guys. I am not going to sit here as a tarot card reader or a light worker and tell you all that you're great and you're fabulous and you're divine feminine and divine masculine is coming in to rescue you and windfall and this and that. I'm going to give you the tools that you need to be great. Okay? I'm not just going to sit here and bullshit fluff you guys for views. I'm not going to do it. To be a true empath and true light worker and all of that, it's what you do. I mean, it's important. Of course, I love watching tarot reads. Like they give me peace. They make me think about what I'm going through. But if you're walking an empath life or you are calling yourself divine, having a bunch of crystals in your house and lighting candles and all that doesn't make you divine, an empress, a such and such. What you do outside your home And it doesn't, I mean, so if that's your full-time job, that's totally cool. I'm not knocking that at all. I mean, how are you out in public? Um, One of my favorite readers is an RN nurse, and that's taking care of others, when I am working, which I'm trying to get more into gardening and not so much working out of the home, breaking my back because I'm not getting any younger. I know I look fabulous, but I'm not getting any younger. I would do gardening for the elderly and be their interaction. And so it's how you are out in the world. And so I'm asking everyone to please stop and think about that. If you're here for tarot card readings and you just want me to tell you that you're great and you're this and that, I'm not narcissist fuel. I'm fuel for people, anybody. Like I feel like I'm more here for the regular old humans on this planet. I'm not here to tell you all that you're from outer space and that you're special and you have this divine path. We all have a path to lead. We all have a life to lead. We all deserve inner peace and happiness. I'm here to raise the vibe for the women and young men and all that, or anyone, that I'm trying to be a learning tool, and I'm not going to be a tool and spew out a bunch of drama, like everyone's out to get you, this, that, and the other. No, probably 2 or 3 people in your life. You probably got one jealous family member, one fake friend, and a coworker that hates you. But other than that, no, I think most of you secret societies are not out to get you. Have I had a run-in with one? Hell yes, I have. If you guys knew how many corrupt fucking Freemasons I've worked for that have tried to energy harvest off me, possibly steal my destiny, it's not gonna happen. But I'm not gonna do that because look at the world population, okay? Statistically now, you can't all be Empress. You can't all be Divine Feminine. You can be a really good person and be happy with who you are and not need a special title. That's being humble. That's why this channel is called The Divine Fool, because it was the most humble empath name I could come up with. I'm not a goddess. I'm just a human. Maybe I'm a light worker. Maybe I'm a starseed, but I'm not a narcissist. So I'm not going to go around proclaiming that. Hell, maybe I have healing powers. I don't know. You should see what happens after I just run my hands through dirt, though. But you give the glory to God. I am not God. I give the glory to God. And I'm have dedicated my life to doing his work and helping other people, because that's what makes me happy. So, and fulfilled. So, I just wanted to touch base on that. I know I don't have a billion followers yet, but that's my promise to you, is honesty. And I'm not going to be narcissist fuel with the cards. I'm not going to. There's plenty of great readers out there. And I'm not knocking anyone who does drama reads or whatever you've named yourself. I'm not knocking you either. I'm just telling you who I am, because that's me standing in my truth. So if you're going to be an empath and someone divine, make sure that you're being divine when you're at the gas station, the grocery store, in traffic, or help your elderly, help your community. How do people feel when they leave you? Check out Wednesday's video is how people feel after they leave you is your logo. Your smile is your logo. So if you're going to be an empath and a light worker and a starseed, I hope you're my soul tribe, but make sure that you're out there doing it and not just sitting at home calling yourself fabulous. So, okay, if you're in hermit mode though, that's okay. I've had hermit mode for almost exactly a year. So I guess we're breaking hermit mode. We're breaking out of hermit mode for me. It is time for me to step out back into the world. It has been almost exactly a year since I've gone through my shit. And it's time for me to roll out and roll on and move on to the next town. And because that's my path. I'm not going to be heartbroken anymore about being shuffled around because God sends me where I am needed. So, thanks, guys. All for one and one for all.